Hello, guys. Okay, be sure you write your name in the chat box for attendance. Please put your name in the chat box for attendance. Everybody write your name in the chat box for attendance, please. Otherwise, you will be marked absent. Okay, we are on page 492. Page 492, Language Arts textbook. Page 492, Language Arts textbooks. Be sure that you write your name in the chat for attendance. I only have 13 names in the chat box and I have 17 people in the meeting. Be sure you write your name in the chat box for attendance. Page 492. Language
Miss,
Arts.
what page?
I just said page 492. I just said right now as you are asking. I was giving the page number. 492. I've said it about 8 times now, so everybody should be on the page. 492. If I call on you and you don't have your book ready to answer, I will call on someone else and I write down that you're not prepared. So you need to have your page ready and your book open to answer. Page 492, Language Arts textbook. Write your name in the chat for attendance. Do not turn on your mic unless I ask you to, please. All right, we'll give them one more minute and we'll start because we're still missing 10 people. All right, so we're going to start at number 11 on the page. It says choose the correct form of the adverb in parentheses. So we are talking about adverbs that compare. Adverbs that compare two things or more than two things. When we have an adverb that compares two things, we use the ending ER. When we have an adverb that compares more than two things, we use the ending EST. Okay? Read number 11 for us, please. You don't need to raise your hand. I'm going to go up and down the list, so please don't raise your hand because it takes your name out of the list. All right, Yusuf, number 11, please.
Our track meets runs longer than
What
any
page
other
are
one.
you on, Yusuf?
492.
Okay, we're on number 11. What number are you reading?
Oh, I read one. Kara practices harder or hardest than I do. Harder.
Harder, very good, that's correct, harder. Comparing two things, Kara and I. Okay, Wahba, number 12.
Um, Jake always cheers the louder or loudest of all. Jake always cheers. Jake always cheers the loudest of all.
That's correct, loudest, because we're talking about all. There's our little clue that we're talking about more than two people. Thank you, Tahir, number 13.
Yes. Number 13.
Yes,
Okay. Captain's the highest of all the team members.
yes, highest is correct. Again, we have our clue here of all, telling us that we are talking about more than two people. Thank you. Rugmini,
Yes.
14, please.
Okay. Tony's sprints faster or fastest than Kim does. Faster.
That's right. We're comparing Tony and Kim. Faster. Okay, thank you. Pilar, 15, please.
Okay, number 15.
15, honey.
Judy started sooner, soonest than Aline. Judy started sooner.
Sooner, correct. Very good. We're comparing Judy and Aileen. Okay? So Judy and Aileen, two people, ER. Thank you. Jomana.
Yes. Teddy jumped lowest than he did in practice. Lower.
Lower, correct. Teddy jumped lower, lowest than he did in practice. So we're talking about Teddy jumping now and when he did in practice. 2 jumps. Thank you. Jada.
Miss Amanda,
Yes,
number 17.
that's right.
Okay. Our team practiced longer or longest than the other team. Longer.
That's right. 2 teams. Our team and the other team, 2 teams. ER. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Tamer.
Yes, Miss Amanda.
Your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, do you have the page? Every time I call on you, you're not prepared. Do you have the page ready?
I joined late. I really didn't see the page number.
No, you didn't join late, honey. I saw you when you joined. You weren't late. And I announced the page number at least 12 times. So that's not an excuse. Sorry. Hey, Muhammad.
Our coach watches um, um, closest of all of the spectators.
Okay, closest. Correct.
Yes.
Again, we have the clue of all in our sentence. Ed, your hand is up. Why is your hand up?
I want to answer.
Okay, but I told everybody keep your hand down. I will call on everybody from the list. When you raise your
Okay.
hand, you take your name out of the list. Okay, Hamza.
Number 19. I had to run harder or hardest than my opponent to win. I had to run harder.
Harder, correct. Comparing I and the opponent, 2 people. Very good, thank you. Farida.
Yes. Number 20. The trip to the state final lasted the longest of all.
Very good, okay. Again, we have our clue of all, which tells us that we are comparing more than 2 things. All right, let's go now to page 493. Now, in this part, we did comparing also, but we did it with adverbs that were what we call long adverbs, meaning that they had oftentimes 3 syllables or more, making it difficult to say them with ER or EST. So we used more or we used most. Now we use more the same way we use ER when we are comparing two things. We use most when we are comparing more than two things. So more is used like ER is used, and most is used like EST is used. More for two, most for more than two. All right, let's continue. Farah, number 11, please.
Yes.
Number 11.
Okay. Rick stays.
No, honey, it's not Rick. What page are you on?
492.
We're on 493.
Okay. The girls cleaned the cabin. Blank carefully than the boys did. More.
That's right. We're comparing the girls and the boys. Two groups more. Thank you. Guys, make sure you're ready and on the page when I call on you. Iad Adel, number 2. I'm sorry, number 12.
Robin swam gracefully, then came. More.
That's right, more. We're comparing Robin and Ken, two people, more. Basil, number 13.
Number 13. It's the gracefully then came.
Honey, we're on number 13. You read in the beginning of 13 and the end of 12. Look at number 13.
It sang the loudly at campfire.
More or most?
Most.
Okay, very good.
No.
Ed sang, no, most is correct. Ed sang the most loudly at campfire. That means of everybody at the campfire, he was the loudest, so most.
Okay.
Okay, Adito.
Yes. Number 14 is Jim ate the dash rapidly of all. Uh, Jim ate the most.
That's right, most. Most rapidly of all. Remember, of all is our clue that we're talking about more than two people. Thank you. Okay. Back to you, Yusuf.
Yes.
Your turn.
Yes, I can't hear.
Maybe you should ask the person behind you to turn down the other class that's going on. You have it very loud behind you. I don't know how you're expected to concentrate with that much noise in the room. That noise is coming from your house, not from us. Can you please answer?
Yes.
Maybe you should sit in separate rooms, not sit in the room with your siblings so that you're able to hear.
Okay.
Okay, your turn. Do you have the book or no?
Yes, I have.
Okay, go ahead. Read, please.
The Sandy hiked. Sandy hiked the most swiftly to the top.
That's right. Most swiftly to the top. That means of everybody that was going to the top, Sandy hiked the most swiftly of all. Okay? All right, Wahma.
Our group hiked more or most quietly than the group behind us. Our group hiked more quietly than the group behind us.
That's right. More quietly, we're talking about two groups. The group, our group, and the group behind us. Thank you. Tahir.
Yes. Our team practices longer than the other team.
Where are you reading, dear?
492, number 17.
Okay, we're on page 493.
Oh, turned. Sorry. The second group stomped blank eagerly than we did. More.
More eagerly than we did. Okay? The second group and the group that we are in. All right? Ragmini,
Yes.
your turn.
Okay. Jean caught fish dash quickly than Rosa. More quickly.
That's right. More quickly than Rosa. Talking about Dean and Rosa, two people. Thank you, Reem. Hello, Reem. Reem, are you there? Okay, Pilar,
Commander.
your turn.
Number 19.
That's right.
Phil learned what
Water skiing.
water singing, water sing easily than anyone else. Mm, uh, more.
More is right. Very good. Phil learned water skiing more easily than anyone else. So we're comparing Phil to anyone else, to another person. So more, two people. Thank you. Very good. All right, Muhammad.
Ted left camp most suddenly of all.
That's right. Most suddenly of all. Again, of all is our clue that we're talking about more than two people. All right. Next, we're going to go to page 494. And we are reviewing the use of good and well. Okay, good and well. Remember, good is an adjective that describes a noun. Well is an adverb that describes a verb. Okay, good is an adjective that describes a noun. Well is an adverb that describes a verb. Well can only be used as an adjective to describe someone's health. Okay, all right. Sorry, number 11. Leanne.
Number 11. My family has blank dog named Otto. My family has a
Good dog named also.
That's right. Good describes the noun dog. Okay. Number 12. Jemana. Sorry, the names moved. 1 second. Jemana. Hello, Jemana. Hello, Jemana.
Yes. My dog listens to commands. My dog listens to good.
Okay, it doesn't say my dog listens to. Read it again.
My dog listens blank to commands. Good.
Okay, that's what. My dog listens blank to command. Well is an adverb telling us how he listens. Okay, so we use well. There's no noun behind good for it to be good. Okay, an adverb well that tells us how he listens.
Okay.
Okay, honey. All right,
Okay, thank you.
Jada, 13.
And then self number 16.
13.
Okay. It think the one second, Miss Amanda.
I'm sorry.
Page 493 or 492.
Honey, you have to tell me. Aren't you following along with what we're doing?
Yes, but I forgot the page.
Okay,
I found it.
if you forgot the page, you should be following the questions that we're doing.
Miss Amanda, I found it. Sometimes he does not feel well.
That's right. Sometimes he does not feel well. Okay, Hamza.
His his health is blank most of the time. Good.
His health is good most of the time. Good is describing the noun health. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Tamara.
Yes.
Your turn.
Okay. Otto performs tricks very good. I mean very well.
Very well. That's right. Otto performs tricks very well. How does he perform? Well. Okay. Sorry.
Miss.
You have to raise your hand,
Miss.
not yell miss. I will not answer anyone that yells miss across my meeting. Raise your hand. This is manners. Wahba, your hand is up. Yes.
Miss, can you let Farida in the meeting?
Who?
Miss, can you let Farida in the meeting?
Yes. Okay. Yes, Malik. Malik, do you have a question?
I wanted to answer.
Hey, what did I tell you guys about raising your hand to answer? When you raise your hand, you take your name out of the list. Jamana, do you have a question?
I was gonna tell you to let Farida in.
Okay, moving on, let's see. Who's the last person? Very well, that was Iad. All right, Farah.
When a dog behaves blank, everyone is happy. Well,
That's right. When a dog behaves well. Well tells us how he behaves. Adverb. Okay. All right. Yad Adel.
Yes. It wasn't wrong before. My dog makes a watchdog. Uh, good.
That's right. Good is an adjective that describes watchdog. Okay. Farida.
Yes.
Your turn.
All right. Um, Many scientists think that having a pet keeps us well.
Very good. Many scientists think that having a pet keeps us well. Very good. Number 19. Basil.
Uh, photo is uh, uh, companion when I am feeling lonely.
Sorry, read it again.
Photo is a
Blank.
good companion when I am feeling lonely.
Very good. Good. Good describes the noun companion. Otto is a good companion when I am feeling lonely. Okay. All right. Number 20. Medic. Hello, Malik.
ولا معلش هو بس
Hello.
Basil, mute your mic, please.
Sorry, my mom needed something from me. Number 20. I take care of Otto to keep him good.
I take care of Otto to keep him
Well,
well. Okay. I take care of Otto to keep him well. All right. Abdurrahman, on page 495, please. We're going to start with number 11. Abdurrahman, read the sentence and tell me what is the negative word.
Karen had never been to be the Marrakesh before.
Okay, which one are you reading, dear? Number 11.
Karen couldn't believe how a cattle feels.
Okay, what's the negative word?
Couldn't.
Couldn't, correct, thank you. Adito,
Karen couldn't believe how a cattle feels.
okay, that's the one he just did.
She had never watched a marsh hawk fly before. Never.
Never, correct. Never is correct, very good, thank you. Okay, Yusuf, Yusuf,
Yes.
your turn. Here, I can hear you flipping the pages. You don't have the page ready. Wahba,
Yes.
your turn.
Uh, the marsh hawk glided above us with no effort. No effort. Like no.
No, okay? The negative word is no. All right, 14. Tahir,
Yes.
guys, when we're answering questions and I call your name, of course, I'm asking you to answer the next question. Everybody always goes yes, like they don't know what I'm calling on them for. Of course, I'm calling on you to answer the next question. Your turn, Tahir.
The small frogs won't let us get too close. Wouldn't.
Okay, wouldn't, correct. Regmini, 15.
Okay. There was a type of frog I had never seen before. Never.
Never, correct. Reem,
Yes. Yes.
Reem, what am I calling on you for?
To answer the
Okay, so you don't need to yell yes, you just need to answer, sweetheart.
none of the insects bothered us that day. None.
Okay, none is correct. Reem, is it possible for you to sit in a different room than your sister so you can concentrate and hear us?
Okay.
That's a lot of noise behind you for you to try to listen and pay attention. Guys, don't sit in the same room with your siblings who have sessions. You need to be in a quiet place so that you can concentrate. All that noise behind you distracts from what you're doing. All right, Pilar, next, please.
My dog make
And
a
that's not the one we're on. You're on the wrong page.
it wasn't long before we spotted a mallard duck.
What's the negative word? Pilar, what's the negative word in your sentence?
Okay, 1 second. Wasn't
Wasn't, okay? Wasn't, was not, wasn't. Muhammad,
He didn't appear to see us. Didn't?
didn't, correct, did not, didn't. Okay, Leanne,
No one moved. No one moved as we watched the duck float away. No one is the negative word.
thank you, dear. Number 20, Jemana,
I take care of Otto to keep him well. Wait, sorry.
yes, you're on
Nobody
the
can
wrong
tell
page.
us the marsh is empty. Nobody can tell us the marsh is empty. Nobody.
Okay, guys, every time that you guys don't answer correctly, you're on the wrong page, or I have to wait for you to find a page and I can hear you flipping the pages in the background, I jot a note next to your name that you're not paying attention. Remember, it's important, especially when we're doing online sessions, that you are prepared, ready, and paying attention. All right, number 21. Jada.
Um, we had not seen none of the catfish.
Any, correct. Yeah, 22. Yeah, Tamara.
Karen hadn't ever seen so many white creatures ever.
Ever, correct. Okay. Here we have a negative word hadn't, so we can't use none. Here we have the negative word hadn't, we cannot use never, correct. Hamza.
Number 23. She couldn't wait any longer.
Finish reading the sentence, please.
Any longer to tell someone else.
Okay, she couldn't wait any longer to tell someone else. Here we have a negative word, couldn't. Remember, only one negative word in each sentence, so we cannot use no. It must be any. Okay, Farah.
No one wouldn't or would believe me. No one would.
No one would, correct. We already have a negative word, no one. We cannot use would not because that's a negative word. One negative word per sentence. Thank you. Yet.
We won't never forget this trip. Won't
We will never forget this trip. Never is a negative word, so we can't use won't because won't is also a negative word. Only one negative word in the sentence. Want is will not. Never is negative. So we will never forget this trip. Okay? All right, that's it for today, guys. I will see you tomorrow for those who are in school physically. And the rest of you, I'll be posting a video for you. Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Mr.